Hey everyone, thanks so much for checking out the video. I'm JP and welcome to Good Talk HQ. In today's episode, we'll take a look at some games that are under $10 right now on the eShop. If your backlog is getting too heavy, why not share this video with a friend so they could take some of the load off. To our extended family, welcome back. Thank you as always. Can you believe we pushed over 3,600? You all are the foundation of the channel. Thank you so much for all of the love and support. Wow. If this is your first time on the channel, thank you for giving us a chance. Hopefully we earn your subscription. We have an awesome community here and we'd love to welcome you into our group. Either way though, please stay safe out there and enjoy the video. Alright, let's start with Aerial Knights Never Yield. This is a single player action platformer from Head Up Games with a main story that will last roughly 2 or 3 hours. Now this is an auto runner, which I usually tend to avoid, but this one is actually a lot of fun. The visuals and environment are amazing, the controls feel way better than most auto runners, but the other standout is the soundtrack. It's intense and really adds to the overall experience. And while the main story isn't that long, it does have a scoring system for replayability, which will add more playtime and some value to the price. Like I say, I tend to avoid auto runners, but this one is pretty good, and if you're interested, Aerial Knights is on sale until October 26th, marked down 25% to just $8.99. Dungeon of the Endless is a single-player strategy-style action game from Playdigit Studios and offers players more than 20 hours of main story gameplay, and it includes all of the DLC as well, making this a great value for under $4. Basically, the game is a mixture of dungeon defense and roguelike games, and tasks players with gathering a team of heroes and sending them into battle, all while building your defenses and exploring deeper into the dungeon to find the exit. One thing I will note is the game takes over during battle sequences, so it's more of a strategy game than anything else. This one's been recommended by a few people, and it's definitely worth checking out, so if you're interested in Dungeon of the Endless, make sure to grab it up before October 15th, while marked down 80% to just $3.99. Eternum Ex, I'm not sure, but it's a single-player action-adventure title from Zorano Games with a main campaign that will last players roughly 4 or 5 hours. Now this game has an amazing retro look and sound, and while it's easy to pick up and play, it's very tough to master. The game is presented with a 16-bit aesthetic, but it has amazingly smooth controls. Players get to explore more than 25 levels and face off against some tough bosses at the end. There's also secrets and bonus items to find in each level as well. Fair warning though, the game is quite addictive in nature, so keep that in mind. If you're interested in Eternum Ex, make sure to check it out before the sale ends on October 21st. It's marked down 75% to just $1.99, which is a steal at that price. Next we have Green Hell. This is a single-player adventure survival sim from publisher Forever Entertainment and will take players around 20 to 25 hours to wrap it up. Now this is an unforgivingly realistic survival game and will see players dying over and over again as they learn what they can eat or drink and how to craft what they'll need to survive in this brutal environment. You wake up in the Amazon and have to find a way to survive. You'll have to craft bandages and medicines, makeshift tools, and of course find food and water that's safe to consume. Each death is a new lesson, and believe me, there will be plenty of deaths, so don't let it frustrate you. Eventually you'll master the crafting and combat systems and be unstoppable. If you're interested in Green Hell, make sure to grab it up before October 21st. It's marked down 75% to just $6.24. Next we have one of our personal favorites, Mana Spark. This is an awesome retro-style RPG with a top-down view, published by Cubic Games, and offers a main story that will last roughly 10 or 15 hours. I've had a blast with this one in the past, and the challenge is what keeps you wanting to go for just one more round. The combat is skill-based and requires patience, the sound effects are amazing, and the game is the reason I fell in love with the eShop. I really couldn't believe there were games this great for just $2. The dungeons are procedurally generated, so it always feels fresh. The upgrades are awesome, and the boss battles are epic. I always try to recommend this one, and right now sadly the DLC is not on sale with it, but at this price it's still a solid value, $1.99 until October 26th, marked down 80%. Masters of Anima is a single-player strategy-style adventure game from Focus Home Interactive and offers players a main story that will last roughly 6 or 7 hours. Players will have to defy the forces of evil in massive strategic battles where you'll control armies of up to 100 guardians. The voice acting was amazing and the cutscenes are fantastic to watch here on the Switch. Now there is a bit of a difficulty curve to this one, so be patient and it will pay off in the end. I did have a few camera issues on occasion where it would get stuck in a weird spot, but nothing that takes away from the fun gameplay loop. Fans of dungeon crawlers or strategic battle style games definitely should check out Masters of Anima before the sale ends on October 11th. It's marked down 75% to just $251. Outbuddies DX is a retro-style action platformer from Head Up Games and offers local co-op for 2 players, with the main story that would take roughly 10 or 15 hours to complete. This is a Metroidvania which takes place 36,000 feet under the sea. We assume the role of an adventurer who's been in a shipwreck and wakes up in a sunken city. The atmosphere and music are absolutely fantastic here, and the music even intensifies when being chased by an enemy, which adds for some tense moments when you're near death. I also found the pixel art to be absolutely gorgeous here on the Switch, and the colors really pop on the screen. Now, once you clear the first boss, the game stops holding your hand and it's easy to get lost, so keep that in mind. If you're looking for a solid retro-style Metroidvania, make sure to check this out before October 11th. It's marked down 60% to just $719. Next we have Rising Hell. This is a single-player action RPG from Chorus Worldwide Games, and while the story is not that long, maybe just over an hour, there's plenty of replayability here to keep you gaming for much longer than that. Basically, it's a vertical platformer filled with intense action and an even more intense soundtrack. Players will have to fight through hordes of demons as you attempt to escape hell. The game features some amazing boss battles against gigantic creatures, multiple game modes with online leaderboards, and there are even unlockable playable characters as well, each of which has a unique playstyle and skill set. If you're interested in Rising Hell, make sure to grab it up before the sale ends on October 14th. It's marked down 50% to just $499. Shadows of Adam is a single-player JRPG from Circle Entertainment and offers players more than 15 hours of gameplay. The story revolves around 2 main protagonists from a small town called Adam, which eventually grows to 4 as the game progresses. Now this one feels a lot like older games such as Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger. One highlight though was the dialogue. It's extremely well written and some of the jokes were pretty funny too. The action is fast paced and the retro aesthetic looks great here on the Switch. Plus, the game features an amazing soundtrack that was composed specifically for the game and features over 40 unique tracks inspired by classic JRPGs from the 16-bit era. It's been a little bit since I've seen this one on sale, so if you're looking for a solid retro-style JRPG, make sure to grab it up before the sale ends on October 4th. It's marked down 50% to just $749. Alright folks, the next game was given to us by Red Deer Games for Little Man to check out, so I figured I'd share it for the other parents out there. Little Mouse's Encyclopedia is an educational game, like I said, from Red Deer Games, and while the story is only about the length of a movie, it has a lot of information for younger gamers out there. It's also great for parents looking for a more engaging way to teach their children about nature and animals. Players will get to explore a beautifully hand-drawn world and discover a wide variety of plants and animals. In fact, there are more than 160 different species or plants to discover in 4 different habitats. The music is relaxing and overall it's definitely a peaceful experience. Plus, it's available in many different languages, which is always a bonus. If you're interested in Little Mouse's Encyclopedia, make sure to check it out before the sale ends on October 10th. It's marked down 55% to just $584. Alright folks, and as always, here are some other games to check out while you're on the eShop. Alright folks, that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode. Thank you all once again for watching, we truly appreciate it. To our wonderful extended family, thank you as always, once again for the love and support. And again, if this was your first time here, remember we do a giveaway each month for 2 free eShop gift cards. All you have to do to enter is just be subscribed to the channel, leave a like down below, and drop me a comment so I can find your name and add you to the list. To our wonderful extended family, thank you as always, once again for the love and support. And again, if this was your first time here, remember we do a giveaway each month for 2 free eShop gift cards. All you have to do to enter is just be subscribed to the channel, leave a like down below, and drop me a comment so I can find your name and add you to the list. Either way though, please stay safe out there, and as always, we'll let Little Man take us on home. Bye everyone.
That's all for today's list. We hope you liked the video. If you did, consider subscribing and liking down below. Okay, bye!